Yo, what is up guys? Dan back at you with another video, and in today's video of course is a Borderlands video. If you can tell by the title, I wanted to take a look at Borderlands as a whole, and with Borderlands 3 sooner or later on the horizon, I wanted to take a look at one of the questions I've seen a lot when it comes to Borderlands 3, and a lot of the fan base is curious, is can Borderlands 3 fail? I know it's a really interesting topic, and a lot of people say, of course, it can't fail. There's no way it can't fail. But I wanted to just take a look at a few things that Borderlands has to do, in my opinion, to become successful after, I believe, about maybe by the time it launches, 6 years since the title of Borderlands 2, and about 4.5 since Borderlands the pre-sequel has come out. Now, I want to go on record first off to say this is, of course, just my opinion on what I think, at least from my point of view, what they would need to do, what could be done to possibly make this work in favor of all of the Borderlands community. We'll pretty much have waited for about 6 years for new content to come out since the launch of Borderlands 2. I believe the last DLC came out about mid 2014, 15-ish, and pre-sequels pretty much all wrapped up in 2015 as well, with Claptrap's Voyage as well in March of that year. So with that being said, it's time, in my opinion, to look at the future. And of course, Borderlands is on the horizon. However, with such a long time, and I think a lot of people are probably going to have the hype a little bit too high and possibly be let down. There's a huge possibility that Borderlands 3 can be what it could be and what it should be, but there is also a chance that Borderlands 3, Borderlands whatever, the new Borderlands, whatever they want to call it, can come out and just be a letdown from the get-go, and just be like, I've wasted all my time and all my efforts and all my wants and all my desires on this game, and then they come out and they let me down. I will be one of the first people to say I would prefer them to take as long as they can to make a very refined game and an enjoyable game, on par with Borderlands, in my opinion, 2, but at launch having the same amount of content that Borderlands 2 as a whole, all DLC, all Headhunter packs, everything. I would love to see that at launch. So to start off, there's a few things I think that Gearbox as a whole should do and make sure that they do to give everyone a decent measuring stick of how hyped they should be, or the hypening, and how excited they should be for the game. Of course, they want you to be as excited, but they should also measure your expectations with what they're going to be offering to us at the get-go. I feel that they should go along the lines of giving us some sort of timetable, some sort of, in my opinion, a book of letting us know what's going to be coming out and if it's going to be worth our money. If you see back with the pre-sequel, everyone picked up the season passes early thinking that they were going to get the same amount of content that they got with Borderlands 2. Lo and behold, they only got a couple characters, which wasn't that great, even though I really enjoyed Jack and Aurelia. Pretty cool people to add on. And you also got one DLC and the Holodome. If you wanted to look at all that as season pass stuff, it's clearly is not as good as getting the Borderlands 2 season pass, which gave you 4 story mission DLCs. And it's not as good, and you still pay the same amount as getting all of the stuff you got in the pre-sequel. So one thing they need to do is let us know what we're paying for out the gate. If there is going to be a season pass, which I don't see a lot of games doing the season pass as much as maybe a few years ago, when every game had season pass and people just picked it up no matter what and not getting their money's worth. They should let us know the game's coming out here. 2 or 3 months down the line, you might get another DLC or something like that, maybe a new character. And then 6 months down the line, you get another DLC or something along the lines. Just let us know at the gate what's coming out. Don't let pre-sequel happen again when it comes to that one situation. I was one of the fortunate people who kind of decided not to pick up a season pass and just pick up each DLC as it came out. However, a lot of people, just by faith, really just hoped and prayed that they were going to get the same amount of stuff, and they just expected it. A lot of people expected to have the same amount of content as they had in previous games, and no fault to them. Gearbox should have came out and just said, hey, this is what you're expecting is not going to be coming. But that's something that they already made the mistake on. But for future Borderlands content, you should be able to let everyone know out the gate what you should be expecting from the game, what you're going to be expecting at launch, and then what you're going to be expecting in the future. Following up on that, another thing that I feel that they should focus on to kind of make sure the Borderlands is as much of a success as everyone really hopes that it can be is just right out the gate, just give us a lot of new, I'm going to say it again, new weapons, characters, systems, elements, everything. When it comes to elements, you can keep the main cryo, slag, corrosive, explosive. Maybe not slag. I'll do another video on just slag return. Let me know in the comment section as well what you think about that. But the main 4 elemental things can stay. However, no more bringing back Uncom Terrors. No more bringing back a lot of stuff from Borderlands 2 from the good old heydays. Give us a brand new system, a brand new weapon system, a brand new Vault Hunter system to implement and make it feel more fresh. I really feel that if they take the same system from Borderlands 2, just put a few new tires on it and bring it into Borderlands 3 in 2018, because that's probably when it's going to launch. In 2018, it's not going to be as good. They need to revamp, keep the same elements, and everything needs to change. You should see a vast difference from Borderlands 1 to Borderlands 2, which we did. We should see a pretty substantial change from Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 3. This is necessary to bring in first new people who probably tried out the old ones and didn't really like it, but also bring in a new audience and keep your core audience that is there and used to the side of Borderlands and Gearbox that you got for the first 2 games. So you want to keep your base of the Borderlands system, but revamp it and give it a new overall flavor, texture, and revamping, and give a lot of new flesh into the system of Borderlands where it comes to weapons. Keep your your tone and everything, but change your weapons. Give us a lot of new weapons to farm for, a lot of new enemies. We're going to a new planet more than likely, probably vault hunting multiple systems, which is another story I want to talk about, and another thing I think Borderlands should do that kind of takes from MMOs and from other type of RPGs that will be kind of neat to bring in a new type of element and for replayability and longevity of the game. So you want to make sure you have some sort of system in place to kind of take from Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, and even from Borderlands the pre-sequel, get the refinements together, and then bring a brand new system right out the bat. So to sum things up, can Borderlands fail? The answer, obviously, in my opinion, is yes. There's a rabid community behind Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, specifically Borderlands 2. Not so much pre-sequel doesn't get as much love because pre-sequel was not as big and as fun and as varied as Borderlands 2. So you kind of know what you need to do. I really feel like Gearbox knows what they need to do to make it financially successful, because it's going to be financially successful at this point. However, is it going to last more than, to be honest, than their last 2 IPs or entries into just their gaming stuff will last, concurrently with concurrent gamers and everything? Just, it's got to be better than those 2 things to think of it to be a financial success and a commercial success, especially waiting this long to get another game. So with that being said, if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see them do, I really want to just open up a conversation. I'm going to start working on some Borderlands videos again, if you could not tell. Just looking at Borderlands 3 and how I would like to see Borderlands 3 come together. So I want to, as a community, I know there's still a part of my community who is very, very, very interested in Borderlands and Borderlands 3, Borderlands 2, and all that stuff. So I want to, tap back into y'all, say, hey, what's up? I'm still here. Let's do some stuff together. So let me know in the comment section what you think about Can Borderlands fail? Should it fail? Is there any way you can see it failing? Is it impossible at this point for it to fail? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be doing some more videos kind of touching bases on a lot of stuff when it comes to Borderlands over the next couple months and over the year until we get to Borderlands, whatever you want to call it, Borderlands 3. Thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed anything in this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.